Have you ever wondered what happens when a great leader dies, but his soul never truly rests? Deep inside the most powerful house on earth, the White House, lies a room that even presidents are afraid of. Some say it's haunted by the ghost of Abraham Lincoln himself. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. He led America through its darkest hour, the Civil War. But what many forget is that Lincoln carried deep personal grief. He lost his young son, Willie, in the very walls of the White House. And just days after the war ended, Lincoln was shot dead at Ford's Theater. After Lincoln's death, strange things started to happen. The room where he once worked and rested, now known as the Lincoln bedroom, became a place of whispers. Several presidents, staff, even Winston Churchill reported the same thing. Shadowy figures standing at the window or silently watching from the bed. In the 1940s, Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands said she saw Lincoln's ghost in the middle of the night. She fainted on the spot. Eleanor Roosevelt said she often felt something near the fireplace. And President Truman, he heard knocks, footsteps, voices when no one was there. Some believe Lincoln stayed behind, watching over the country he gave everything for. Others say his grief, pain, and unfinished mission trapped his spirit. But whether it's memory or something more, the Lincoln bedroom remains locked most of the time. Visitors rarely stay the night, because even today, some say you can still hear footsteps echoing in the halls. Now, let's delve deeper into this chilling tale. Imagine this. It's the year 1862. The Civil War is raging. President Abraham Lincoln, a man of integrity and strength, is leading the Union. But as we know, war is not just fought on battlefields. It's fought in hearts and minds. And for Lincoln, it's taking a heavy toll. His son Willie has fallen ill, and the family's joy is turning into worry. As the weeks pass, the situation worsens. Despite the efforts of the doctors, young Willie's health continues to deteriorate. On February 1862, their worst fears are realized. At around 3:30 in the morning, little Willie succumbs to the illness. The news spreads through the White House like wildfire. Mrs. Lincoln, already distraught. Her son, her precious boy, is gone. Grief-stricken, she refuses to believe that Willie is truly dead. She spends hours by his bedside, talking to him as if he were still alive. She dresses him in his finest clothes, places him in a coffin, and lays him to rest in a temporary grave on the White House lawn. For a mother who doted on her son, this is unbearable. She wanders the halls of the White House, calling out for Willie, her voice echoing through the emptiness. The weight of this tragedy is too much for her to bear. She begins to see her son's ghost playing in the White House as if he were still alive. It's a cruel trick of her grief-stricken mind. As time passes, other members of the Lincoln family join the president in the White House. Robert Todd Lincoln, his daughter, tries to comfort her mother. But even he cannot escape the feeling that something is not right. The presence of Willie, both in spirit and in memory, is inescapable. There's a sense that he's still there, waiting for his father to return. Then comes the fateful day on April 14th, 1865. When Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrenders to Union General Ulysses S. Grant. The Civil War is finally over, but joy is short-lived. That very evening, President Lincoln attends a play at Ford's Theater with his wife and friends. But in the crowded theater, a troubled man named Lincoln's Booth waits for his moment. As the play reaches its end, Booth makes his move. He sneaks into Lincoln's box and fires a shot. The president is hit. He's rushed back to the White House, where he lingers for several days before dying on April 15, 1865, as the nation mourns the loss of its beloved president. There's a growing belief that something is amiss. People start to whisper that Lincoln's death was not just an assassination, but a haunting. Was it the ghost of Willie Lincoln, seeking revenge for his father's neglect during his final days? Or was it the spirit of the nation itself, mourning the loss of its guiding light? The mystery deepens when strange occurrences begin to be reported in the Lincoln bedroom. Some say they hear the sound of footsteps when no one is there. Others claim to see the shadow of a young boy playing at the foot of Lincoln's bed. And then there are those who believe that the spirit of Lincoln himself watches over the nation he once led, forever bound to the White House by duty and love for his country. So the question remains, is the Lincoln bedroom really haunted? And if so, what is it that lingers there? A grieving mother, a playful child, or the spirit of a president who gave his all for his nation?